música de reggaeton. Today we're gonna be making beats you guys
What is up? What is up? What is up, guys? Happy Monday. Let me go ahead and see. I'm looking at the chats right now. I'm looking on YouTube right now. I'm working off Zoom today. So let's see if it's picking me up. I don't see myself as of yet. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. There is a bit of a lag. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see if I can actually send you guys the link inside the chats. Let me go ahead. Just so if you guys want to go ahead and ask me questions, um, you guys can go ahead and do that. It'll make it easy. Let me see what the heck, what's going on here. Give me a second, guys. All right, cool. Let me know. Let me know if it doesn't work. Let me know if you need the code. Usually I don't use codes, but if it asks, go ahead and let me know. But happy Monday, guys. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Hopefully, you guys are able to hang out with your families, spend some time, and enjoy the weather. Depending on where you stay, I mean, in California, it's been kind of sunny, so pretty grateful. But I do know it's been cold out in Dallas. So you guys are experiencing some snow, which is wild. Like, when do y'all ever get some snow? Um, I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. But today, guys, I do have something special in mind for you guys today. Yes, I would say it's very basic. However, it's advanced basic, right? Like this is where we're gonna start going to like the more advanced phases. Let me go ahead and pin myself. What's up, guys? Um, this is where we're gonna start going to the advanced phases, right? Hey, I'm sorry. We have some good weather. But everybody would say, if you ask anybody, they would say that levels is a fairly basic strategy, right? And I would say it's the same thing. I don't want trading complicated. I want trading made very, very simple, right? But a lot of people have this misconception that, because levels isn't like quote unquote advanced, that it can't do damage. And that's not the truth, right? Levels is smart money's little brother, pretty much. It's levels is SMC made very, 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 very simple for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my time. I'm gonna draw for you guys. I'm gonna make sure I give you guys some really good notes. So make sure you guys draw as well, because once you guys start to understand this stuff and you guys can see this stuff on a regular basis, marking up the charts and being interactive and getting your hands dirty and starting to execute these trades won't be a problem for you because you're going to understand order flow. Okay, you're gonna understand order flow. So let's go ahead and get into it today. Man, if y'all was on listening to the playlist, man, we gotta get a better playlist, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We can't play the bangers on YouTube or else we'll get like a copy strike. So we gotta play like, some tight beats. And yeah, not a fan of the tight beats. But it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get into it today, guys. To start it off, we do have news tomorrow. We have President Trump speaking. Wednesday, we do have federal funds rate and FOMC. Thursday, we have unemployment claims, and on Friday we have core PPI and PPI. So we do have some news later on this week. So again, understanding what I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys today, this can help you in the markets. Understanding this, guys, you guys aren't going to be afraid of news. You're gonna start liking news, right? If you can understand the waiting game and how waiting can help you in your favor, you guys are gonna have a good time in the market. Okay, so again, I'm always gonna run by this and keep things very, very simple. I just want to make sure that we are streaming good still. I mean, I see that we're good, so awesome. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this very, very simple for you guys. When the market is in an uptrend, and we can see the market giving us higher highs and higher lows, what should we be looking for, guys? If we could see the market giving us breaks of structures to the upside, what should our thought process be? I know there's a lag. I did put the link in the chats, guys. If the link isn't working and you need the code, please let me know. But we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. What's up, Daniel? What's up, bro? If the market is in an uptrend and we could see the market creating higher highs and higher lows, we should be looking for buys, right? That should be the thought process. So if we can see the market is in an uptrend and we are continuing to see breaks of structures to the upside, oh, I can't write on this. Give me a second. Let me see. Right? When the market is in an uptrend, I want to look for buy opportunities. Right? How can we find buy opportunities? Well, when it comes to levels, we have two types of opportunities. We have the starting points and we have the inverted head and shoulders, right? You guys are very, very familiar with that. And we'll go ahead and get into that a bit later as well. Now, when the market is in a downtrend, same rules apply. When the market is in a downtrend, creating lower lows and lower highs, and I could visibly see the market is creating these lows, what should my thought process be, guys? Let me know, guys. Talk to me. I know there's a lag, so I'm not really worried about it, but let me know. Type it in the chats. If you're on the call, I do see we have a participant on the call. So if you're on the call, you can go ahead and unmute or type in the chat. But let's go ahead. When the market is in a downtrend. Yes, sir, Jose. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Paula. Yes, sir. When the market is in a downtrend, oops, I want to go ahead and look for some sell opportunities. Very, very simple thing to understand. Okay. A very, very simple thing to understand because I'm going to go ahead and break down the head and shoulder in phases. Okay. I'm going to break down the head and shoulder in phases and explain to you guys how this correlates hand in hand with the smart money concepts. Okay. So guys, if you don't see your people on this call, please send them the link. Send them the link. Send in a screenshot into the chats. Let them know that we are live, guys, because today's value, I promise you, is going to be broken down very simple, but it's going to be an advanced topic. Okay. So again, markets in an uptrend, I want to look for buys. Markets in a downtrend, I want to look for sells. Okay. Very, very simple. Now, the thing is when the market is in an uptrend, right? When the market is in an uptrend, I want to look for inverted head and shoulders. I want to look for structure that looks like this. That's for when the market is in an uptrend. Okay. When the market is in a downtrend, I want to see the same structure, but the opposite way. Oops. Right. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, guys. For those on the call, if you guys are here live with me on Zoom, go ahead and let me know. Talk to me. Give me the fives. Let me know if this makes sense to you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys why I want to see this structure, right? Now, when you break up the head and shoulder in phases, let's go ahead and break up the head and shoulder in phases so I can explain this to you. Where's my text right here? Let's see. Are we in caps? Yes. The phases to the head and shoulder. The four phases to the head and shoulder. Phase one is consolidation. Right? This right here is important to see. Consolidation slash liquidity. Guys, I promise you, whoever's on this call is going to have some massive, massive breakthroughs. I have not explained market structure like this in months, right? So blast this link, send this link out to your people, guys. Get your city on this call. Phase two, break a structure slash liquidity sweep. Uh, Phase three, change of direction. And this right here is the most important thing. Phase four is our entry. And this can be um, a starting point entry, head and shoulder entry, or your smart money concepts entry. So I know a lot of people also trade smart money with their fair value gaps, trap candles, so on and so forth. Guys, the structure is the same. Your entry could be slightly different. I promise you guys, go watch, the educators, tap in, and then hop on with the Powerhouse educators, and we're gonna see the same exact thing. Same structure, slightly different language. Okay? Give me a 10 if this makes sense right here. Breaking up the head and shoulder in four phases. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. If you're confused by anything so far that I've explained, give me a question mark. Awesome. We should be good. Let's go. Now, again, when the market is in an uptrend, I want to see consolidation. Consolidation. Now, when the market is in an uptrend, what side do I want the market to have a break of structure? What side do I want the liquidity sweep to happen? Well, if I'm going higher and the market is going up, this is the secret sauce. I need to see the break of structure or liquidity sweep to the downside. I need to see the market hit these lows and then continue going higher, right? So again, phase one is consolidation. Give me a one if that makes sense. Phase one is consolidation. Give me a one if that makes sense. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Now, this is going to make sense to you right now, okay? As the market is in an uptrend, this is going to be our starting point opportunity. A lot of you guys understand this, right? Break a structure to the upside. We should have a starting point opportunity. Very, very simple. Okay. Now, this is the thing. When does the head and shoulder play come into part? Right? Right now. As the market starts to consolidate, this is phase one. Okay. As the market gives us this break of structure to the downside, this is phase two. So let's go ahead as phase two. Put this on the bottom. Phase two. Let's actually put this a bit lower. Yes, sir. Phase two gave us that BOS slash liquidity sweep. Now, at this point, guys, I can be looking for buy opportunities, right? It already tapped into my buy opportunity, my starting point. I should be looking for more plays, right? This is my buy opportunity. I wanted to look for buys here based off of structure. Market's in an uptrend. This is my starting point. I should be looking for buy opportunities. Okay. Now, where does the head and the shoulder come into play? We have phase two. Now, what we need is phase three, which is our change of direction. So let's go ahead. We'll get this phase three. And this is why marking up your charts, guys, is so important. Because if you understand consolidation and you understand we haven't gotten phase two or we haven't gotten that liquidity sweep, then we're still being patient, right? If the market reaches our zone, awesome. We can look for buy opportunities. But when is the next best opportunity come into play? As soon as we change direction, the market gives us phase three. We finally have change of direction confirmation. We can now start looking to take more opportunities. Whether it's your starting point, whether it's your left shoulder, or whether it's your imbalance. Oops. Whether it's your imbalance. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused right now. Doesn't matter if you trade smart money or if you trade levels. The most important thing that you understand is the structure. So not getting it the first touch, we gotta wait for the change of direction and let it come back to that area to pull the trigger, correct? So you can take this. You can take this on the first touch. 100%. You can, Nova, right? Based off of structure, if we were looking for the uptrend and we got this opportunity, right? Market gives us this confirmation, which is the BOS. The market's automatically going to give us a starting point in this area, right? Based off the market rallying here. So we should already be looking to take an opportunity, right? This should be realistically our first opportunity. This is how you catch the head in the head and shoulder. You want to learn how to catch the head? This is how you catch it, guys. Does that make sense, Nova? So this right here, the head, if the market gives you the opportunity, should be the first opportunity, right? Now, if we miss it, right? Let's say the market misses it because sometimes the market likes to miss plays, right? Have you ever been, guys, be honest. Have you ever been looking for an opportunity? You're like, you know what? I see a perfect opportunity right here. I'm gonna start looking for opportunities and buy. And then the market comes down, misses your zone, and then takes off. Has that ever happened to you? Let me know. Let me know, guys. That's okay. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes this happens. You're going to be missed. But you know what? If the market gives us phase three and we change direction, we can now start looking for some more opportunities. We can now start looking for some more opportunities. And then you know what happens, guys? It happens all over again. Market starts to drop down, pull back, drop down, pull back. Consolidation. What is consolidation, guys? What phase is consolidation? Phase one. The market goes ahead and we drop and sweep liquidity. We have phase two. The market makes its rally to the upside. We have phase three. That now allows us to continue this trend. Market does the same thing. Consolidation. Phase one. Phase two. Phase three. Give me a three if that makes sense. Give me a three if that makes sense. Guys, this is the same structure smart money uses. We just speak the slightly different language. I'm not going to go full on into depth, but go watch. Go take a look on Neri's calls. Go look at Jack's calls. Go look at the educator's calls. They focus on structure, finding liquidity. The market will dip, and then what do? They put a line right here. And then the market changes direction. Boom. And then they have a super tiny zone right here, and that's like their imbalance, which is completely fine, right? Completely fine. But notice the structure. What is the structure that they're looking at? Phase one, phase two, and phase three. As soon as we have phase three, It's now this we can now participate and look for some entries. If this is your I'm sorry, your entry, whether that's your smart money imbalance or whether this is your starting point or whether it's your left shoulder, you have an opportunity here based off of structure confirmation. Phase one, phase two, and phase three. As soon as we get phase three, guys, it's go time. We can now start looking to participate in the market. Give me a phase four if this is making sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused right now. Give me a phase four if this is making sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused right now. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Paul. Let's go. Who's on the call right here? Let's go. Y'all smart. Y'all said, you know what? I'm gonna hop on this Zoom. Love it. Love it. Let's go ahead. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Same rules apply. This is why when the market is in an uptrend, I want to see this same thing. We have phase one. The market built consolidation, right? You don't have to mark it up like I do, but you do have to understand the structure and what's going on, right? The market sweeps liquidity. Whether you mark it up a BOS or a liquidity sweep, that is fine, right? Same thing. Maybe liquidity looks a bit like this. Maybe your line looks like this, right? Watch Neri's chart. Her lines are red. I don't even think she has an X on her. Her lines look like this. And then you know what happens? She has that imbalance zone, super tight entry, boom, sniper entry. But look at the structure that she is looking at. Understand the structure that the banks are using, guys. They're allowing people to participate in trendline liquidity. Trendline liquidity. The market drops, boom. And then what happens? They slowly make their way up, come back to retest a specific zone, and they're gone. Same thing when it comes to the downtrend. Same thing when it comes to the downtrend, right? I want to see market build up liquidity. We have liquidity, we swept it, right? Whether you look at it like a liquidity sweep or break a structure to the upside, but as long as it's followed, whether it's a liquidity sweep in your eyes or a BOS, whether it's followed by a change of direction, that's the most important thing. Phase three is the most important confirmation. Or else, you know what's going to happen? The market will just continue to rise. Consolidation, BOS, BOS, BOS. Without phase three, the market doesn't drop. So we have to see phase three break and close below. Give me a two if that makes sense. We have to see phase three break and close below, or else the market can just continue to make its rise up. Now that's fine. Continue to mark up because every time you get a BOS, that is phase two. Whether the market is giving you consolidation, consolidation is easy to see, but whether the market is giving you consolidation or just easy structure, a BOS will always be phase two. And if it's followed by a change of direction, you have a phase three. Give me a three if that makes sense. Because not every market consolidates like this, stupid crazy. Anything CHF or AUD, well, I mean, everything will consolidate, but you know, some look a lot cleaner than others. So when we go back down to what pair do you guys want me to look at? Give me a pair. I know a lot of the people on Zoom, y'all can give me a pair quicker. What pair you want to look at right now? NAS 100? All right, let's go to NAS. We're already on it. Look at the structure, guys. Let's just delete this for now, even though that hit. Look at what we have. Yes, definitely bullish. But look what we have here. Even this whole structure here, guys. Boom, look at this. Back and forth movement. What would you consider this? What would you consider that? Because believe it or not, Yes, we're moving back and forth. We are stuck in this range. We are stuck in that range. Let me see. Any tips for myself? I know market trend, but I tend to let the counter trends get me. All right. So if this is so, bro, that shit I'm sorry, I don't even know if I should be cussing on YouTube, but bro, that used to get me too. That used to get me too. The biggest tip I can give somebody who gets caught in the counter trends is to go up a time frame and focus on the structure that broke out. This is why it's so important to know your BOSs and where your dominant highs and lows are. Higher high, higher low. Because when you know your change of direction line should be here, let's go. Hey, so you a vet, I'm glad you're asking questions. Look, I see y'all sending in charts in the chat. I got you guys. Once you know your change of direction line is here for massive sales, again, I understand there will be sell opportunities here, right? You will see structure that looks like this here, right? This is the structure you get caught in. There will be opportun there will be opportunities to counter trend sell. However, long term, like the massive swing sell doesn't happen until we break this low, right? So if you're on the 15-minute or the 1 hour time frame, you're most likely seeing this structure here. And that gets a lot of people caught because when we're bullish, you know what happens? The market will just continue to tank a little bit more and then boom, we continue to take off. Or sometimes, you know what happens? Market gives you this counter trend structure. It gives you this beautiful looking structure to head and shoulder sell. And then you know what happens? We continue going higher. So has that happened to you? Be honest, so has this happened to you? Has this happened to any of you? Be honest, because you can't get better if you're not honest with yourself. Does nothing lying to me, right? I've experienced this. I've had to tell myself, like, bro, you're getting caught in these counter trends. And I had to ask myself, like, bro, like, why? And the biggest tip I can give you is you're fighting the trend, right? As the market is going higher, you're fighting the trend. This right here is the higher high. Market pulls back a little bit and continues, and you're trying to sell here. You're fighting the trend. And again, I'm not saying this can't happen because the market will respect this sometimes, right? Because we want buys in this area to continue going higher. So again, the market will respect this sometimes. However, if you want some more confirmation on it, if you want some more confirmation on it, we want to see the same thing. You know what I just broke down right now with the phases right here? So find your phases. You see phase one marking up. You see the BOS. You see the change of maybe you test trade this 0.01 it. I know you know how to trade. I know you'd be throwing lots down, but in the areas that you get caught the most, you're aware. So let's take a step back on leverage wise. As soon as we get phase three, we can now start feeling comfortable. If we see phase one start building, boom. Phase one start building. You want to see the same thing, whether you're looking for counter trend sells or the buys. You want to see the same exact thing. If you're looking for the sells, you want to see phase one. Oops. You want to see phase one build up. You want to see liquidity be taken or a break of structure, followed by a change of direction. That's what you want to see. 2026, so it's about waiting for the confirmation, waiting for a change of direction. So I used to get caught too. This right here, waiting, has been the biggest tip for me. Being aggressive when it's time to, which is right here. I used to love being aggressive at the top. I always wanted to be the first one in. And I'm not saying it's wrong because again, the market will give you opportunities. But where do you feel the most confident being aggressive? That's the most important thing to you. Everybody else has different areas where they feel comfortable playing aggressive. Waiting for confirmation, getting this off of a zone makes me feel confident to continue selling. Because what if we get this? What if you're looking to sell here based off of structure, right? Based off of that 1 hour structure. And then we get this consolidation, phase two. Now we're waiting for confirmation. We continue going higher. You just saved yourself a loss. Literally, you're going to save yourself a loss just by staying an extra 15 minutes more patient, an extra 30 minutes more patient. Does that make sense? Hey, an extra 15 minutes does a lot, right? When you're on the 5 minute or the 1 minute time frame and you see break of structure right here on the 1 minute, right? But on the 15 minute, this 15-minute candle still has 10 minutes, right? You wait for this candle, that 10-minute candle to close, and then it's way up here. I'm telling you guys, an extra 10 to 15 minutes does wonders for confirmation. But everybody wants to get in early and be aggressive. And I get it, trust me. I notice a lot of the times counter trend works in short-term trades and target a mitigation zone. Yes, Paul, 100%, right? And that's exactly what you're looking for. If you are counter trending, you are looking for short-term trades. You're not looking to swing it. You're not looking to swing it to the low. You're looking to give a nice short-term trade down to a mitigation in this area so we can continue going higher in the future. 100%. That's the idea, right? But you have to understand why sometimes these counter trend trades don't work out. Does that make sense, Paul? Why doesn't it work out? It's because we're fighting the trend. We get this. The market does give us this head and shoulder. But guys, in an uptrend, do we want to see head and shoulder or do we want to see inverted head and shoulder? You tell me. Do we want to see head and shoulder or inverted head and shoulder? Let me know, guys. When the market is in an uptrend, head and shoulder to sell or inverted to buy? Inverted to buy. Sometimes, guys, they're faking you out right here. And you know what happens next? They give you this little counter trend profit. And this right here is where we get our starting point. This right here for smart money is where we get our trap candle. And then boom, the market continues to buy. And this is what we want to see. Market gives us our liquidity sweep, and we continue breaking structure to the upside. But a lot of the times we get caught trying to go ahead and sell this area. And you're not wrong based off of structure, right? But look, this is the thing. If you take a loss here, now you know how to adapt. If you were looking to take a loss here, if you were looking to take a loss here, I'm sorry, take a sell. No one's looking to take a loss. Holy smokes. If you're looking to take a sell here, right? Counter trend sell to buy, and the market just says, you know what? We're not selling right now. We're going to go higher. If you take a loss here, now you know how to adapt. You erase, you say, what happened? What just shook me down? Okay, I have a liquidity sweep. Did we break structure to the upside? Yes, we did. Let's go ahead and just confirm. We broke structure. Do we have a starting point? Yes. So now when the market comes back, now you're no longer looking to sell. Now you're looking to continue buying. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. This is why you never fear a loss and you understand how to adapt. This is why you never fear a loss, right? Trust what you see. If you were trusting sells there, trust your eyes. Trust your eyes, guys. But if the market hits your stop loss, hey, you were wrong. That's okay. That's what risk to reward is for, right? Erase and readjust. Maybe you're like, yo, I kind of see it inverted here. Boom. Now we have an opportunity. So when the market makes its way back, we can start looking for opportunities. And this is how it goes over and over again, guys. When the market goes, yes, it's hard to see it, but this is how I want to see it. I train my eyes to find it, right? It looks different in every structure, but I want to see inverteds. This is what I want to see, guys. And what does this look like? Guys, this is structure. Higher high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Give me a one if this makes sense. Find your zones, understand your structure. So when we come back here, what do we have? Phase one, we dropped. Phase two, did we change direction? Phase three, guys, has the market came back down to this area before? Has it came back yet? It has not came back. Right now, the market is here, which is fine. The market loves to save zones for later. Maybe this happens next month. Maybe this happens I wouldn't say next week, but maybe this happens next week. I doubt it, but maybe it happens next week. Maybe it happens next year. Maybe it happens for Christmas. We don't know when the market will come back, but look, my alerts are set and I continue to look for buys, right? This was an opportunity that we had called out last week or maybe like 2 weeks ago. I believe it was a 4 hour setup. Let's see. My goodness. And we continue to fly. But look at the structure that's inside of here. Look, if you were focused on this live, you could have easily caught a trade here. Look what we have. Phase one, consolidation. Phase two, we break out, sweep liquidity. Phase three, we change direction. This right here is the 4 hour starting point. And then we barely miss the shoulder zone. So guys, the market works. Look at the market movement off of that. Look at what we have today. This is the structure. I told you guys. This is a great example. This is a great example right here. I already know everybody was looking to sell off of this today. Based off of this, we have consolidation, but instead of breaking to the downside first, we broke to the upside first, and then we head down. But look, this is the confirmation you missed. This is the confirmation you missed. If this is my BOS to the upside, this is my change of direction. Do we change direction here, guys? Do we get phase three in the market? No, we do not. Look what happens. Anybody who is looking to sell here without our main confirmation, right? We did not get this. We did not get the confirmation. So look at what happened. Anybody who was looking to sell here, it gave it to you, right? It made you believe, it even sold hard. It made you believe we're going down. But look at what happens. We continue going higher. Look, didn't I tell you they're going to give you that little profit and this makes our starting point? This gives you that trap candle we're looking for. Didn't I tell y'all? Guys, I'm not just talking out of my butt. I promise you, I've done the back testing. I've been on the charts a long time, hours wise. I feel old. I'm unk for sure when it comes to like hours on the chart. Literally what I explained to you right now with my lines, right? What I explained to you with my lines, oh my goodness, happened right here. Guys, you could have simply ignored taking this trade, ignored this loss because we did not take this. Or the market did not give us this confirmation. But look, let's erase. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. What did the market do? What can I see? What did I miss? Okay, well, I see liquidity here. Did the market sweep this liquidity, guys? Does the market go lower than the start of this liquidity? Yes, right? This you can see this candle goes lower than this liquidity. So look at what we have. Sometimes it's very ugly to see, but when you don't bite on this structure, when you know this isn't structure we're looking for in an uptrend, then you save yourself a loss. Guys, when we're in an uptrend, we look for this structure here. If we see this in an uptrend, be very careful taking sales when you see this in an uptrend. Unless we're bouncing like off specific zones, and trust me, we will all be aware. But like the counter trend sale, y'all know what I'm talking about. This one right here, be very, very careful. We have phase one, we have phase two, which is our liquidity sweep. Now, do we change direction, guys? Do we break structure to the upside? Yes, we do. Look at what we have. We have starting point down here, and we also have head and shoulder down here. Let's go to the 4 hour just so I can see which one looks best. I like this one. Oh my goodness. Give me a one if that makes sense, guys. Let me know if that makes sense. You could have saved yourself a loss. Guys, very, very simple. Very, very simple. Let's go to something random. I don't even know. I don't even trade a lot of these. Let's go to something random. Oh my goodness, that looks ugly already. GBP All right, looks super ugly. Let's see if it works here. Let's go to some struct. Let's go kind of far back. Let's look at higher time frame. What does higher time frame give me? Dang, structure is ugly, but let's take a look. It's okay. We'll find something. We'll find something. Ain't nothing but a thing. We'll be all right. Let's go. Let's go down here somewhere. All right, cool. This is fine because structure isn't always clean everywhere. Okay. Look at what we have here. We have a high and we have a low. The market broke structure. So this is where we have phase one happening. Phase one, phase two. Now phase three doesn't happen until we change direction here, right? Now look, this right shoulder, they saved it for later. This, we couldn't expect this. This isn't, we were in an uptrend, right? So we weren't really expecting sales. It's well, yeah, because the market was going higher. Maybe if we were looking to the left, maybe we were looking for sales. But as of this example, we couldn't have expected this a whole lot. But look, check me out. Look at what the market gives us next. Consolidation, phase one, phase two, phase three. Let's save that for later. Let's see if the market ever comes back. We'll continue to drop. Okay, cool. Because again, every market is different. And again, I'm on one time frame. Maybe you're on lower time frames and you're able to catch this move. Maybe you are, right? But I'm just on one time frame right now, just to keep it very, very simple. Look at what we have here, guys. Consolidation. Cool. Phase one. Phase one. Would you consider this consolidation, guys? This is ugly. I would never trade GBP But look, we're going to go ahead and run it. Would you consider this consolidation? This is phase one. We sweep it, and then we make our way down and we change direction here. Look at how it took time, guys. This is our lowest area. No, look at how it took time. Look at how it took time. This is my dominant high. This is my dominant low. Could you have entertained maybe some early sales here? Whatever the case may be. Yeah, maybe you could have, right? Maybe you could have. But look at how we have the dominant high, the dominant low. We break structure. Look at what the market comes back to. I don't even trade GBP but I know that's a snipe that y'all be looking for. with the nice risk to reward y'all be looking for. Talk to me nice. Let me know. Does that make sense to you guys? Whether this is your BOS to the upside or your change of direction, hey, we swept that liquidity. Where does my change of direction come into play? I personally use external structure. I wait for this, all this stuff right here, guys. I don't participate in this stuff at all. I don't participate until I get this confirmation right here. I don't participate until I get my change of directions. Give me a three if that makes sense. This is what I found out gave me the best trading. Like it makes me feel comfortable. Yes, I'm waiting a whole lot. I mean, this is GBP and just from setup to setup or setup to entry, this is 10 days. But hey, look at the movement that we got. Are you willing to wait 10 days? Can you wait for the four phases? Can you wait for consolidation? Can you wait for the liquidity sweep? Can you wait for this change of direction, guys? Can you wait for this entry? Can you wait for that type of setup to get the type of movement that we get? You guys tell me. Can you wait 10 days? Because I can wait 10 days. So I don't mind waiting 10 days. But look, remember how I told you every time I look for sales and the market comes back, every time the market comes back, I'm always focusing on structure. Because if I can get the same structure, I'm going to look for sales again. Yes, Edsel, just set an alert. Hey, set an alert and continue to roam. Go study. Go ask questions. Go back test. Bro, y'all can wait 10 days. Y'all can do a lot in 10 days. Now let's go ahead and focus on this structure here. Let's drop to the 15-minute. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Guys, what would you guys consider this? What phase is this? What phase is this, guys? Let me know. What phase is this? Phase one. Let's go, Paul. Look, let's take a look. Boom, phase two just happened. Okay, so at this point, we have phase one, phase two. Now let's wait for phase three. Most important phase is right here. Most important phase is right here. Especially if the market misses our entry, hey, it's okay. But if the market wants to go ahead and start heading down now and start giving me phase three, I'm gonna start looking for phase four and shift that market down. But let's see if we get phase four. Or I'm sorry, let's see if we get phase three. Market pulls back. Okay, cool. We break structure to the upside again. So we have phase one, phase two. We're now waiting for phase three. Again, guys, this is our first entry, like Nova had stated. First entry. We're looking to take this thing down, right? We should already be in, right? Give me a one if we agree. We should already be in based off of structure. Let me know. Let me know. We should already be in. We're following the trend. We're following the phases, right? We got all the way to phase three. Market's giving us phase four right here. Let me know if we were on the same page right now, guys. Give me a one if we were on the same page right now. Awesome. Let's take a look. Boom. The market gave us phase three. Awesome. We were correct on this opportunity. So right now, this trade, this trade is in profit. We are in profit. Um, well, it pulled back, but it had dropped all the way down to 32 pips. Fire. Right? Opportunity two is your left shoulder. I'm sorry, your starting point, your left shoulder, or maybe it's the imbalance. Right? We have a little bit of smart money. Maybe it's this imbalance. See, this is the thing where I don't talk about imbalances or smart money a whole lot because I don't know what imbalance it is specifically, but I do understand it is the same structure. But nonetheless, find your zone, whether it's the starting point, right shoulder, or imbalances, or your mitigation, right? But let's take a look. This is opportunity two. Stop loss is a bit higher, but this is our confirmation trade. Let's see if we can take it down. Let's let it play out. Oops. Boom. Guys, follow the phases. Follow the phases. Give me a three if this makes sense, guys. Let's go to a different chart. Today, we're just understanding what this structure is doing. Let's go to Euro GBP. Euro GBP gave a good example. Great example, actually. I think it's Euro GBP. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's back this up a little bit. Let's exit out of here because we're not in the right area. Okay, here. Awesome. So I believe this is the weekly starting point, right? Weekly starting point. There's a daily starting point here. So whatever zone you use, you're technically not wrong. You're really just waiting for confirmation, right? So let's just say we use the daily. We get a little bit of drawdown. Maybe your stop loss gets hit, especially if you're using like the very, very top. Like I know a lot of people who put their zones at the very, very top. I personally don't do that. I give my trade a little bit of room. So you'll see me give me something like that. And this also accounts for spread. So if you're trading Euro GBP or GBP CHF or anything CHF, CAD CHF, right? Be careful for that 23 pip spread, right? So just be careful, Nothing too crazy like this. This is wild, right? This is insane. But give your trade a little bit of room. This accounts for spread. But again, we're looking to do a 1 to 3 risk to reward. The market already did that, and I'd be looking to clear this low. So again, this whole area is your test trade. You could have gotten in while the market was, hey, you get in, you're in profit. You're in drawdown, you're in profit. You're back at entry, you're in profit, right? You could have gotten in first touch, whether it's the touch of the zone, first touch of the zone, or the 50%. But look, this is where the real game comes into play. This is where the real game comes into play. Let's delete this. Let's take this back. Oh, no, let's go back. No, what am I doing? Let's go back to the 4 hour. Let's cut it back here. Start new. Okay, cool. Awesome. Actually, let's cut it back just a little bit more. Awesome. Let's delete this. Okay, cool, guys. So we know we're looking to sell in this area. We know we're looking to sell in this area. Guys, what do you consider this right here? What do you consider this right here? It is moving back and forth and it's kind of big, so maybe you don't see it when you're super zoomed in, but what is that right here? EUR USD, I got you. What would you consider this back and forth movement? Are we continuing to the downside? Are we continuing to break structure down to the downside? No, we're consolidating. Thank you, Paul. We're consolidating. This is phase one. Would you agree this is phase one, guys? Thank you, Nova. Phase one. Would you agree? Thank you, Carla. I see you, Teresa. I see you. So let's go. Consolidation. Now let's take a look. Phase one is in play right now. Boom. Phase two happened. So let's take a look. We have phase one. We have phase two. Now at this point, this is what we're looking for. We're either waiting for the market to drop and change direction to give us phase three, or we're waiting for another setup to happen. If we set up phase one, phase two, phase three. Give me a three if that makes sense. We can always wait for the same things to happen. Hey, we might get a couple phase ones and phase twos until we get a phase three, right? We might get phase one, phase two, phase one, phase two, phase one, phase two. We may get a couple phase ones and phase two before we get our phase three. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now let's go ahead. Market starts to pull back. So it's creating phase one. Are we going to drop? It's creating liquidity. Do you guys see this? Phase one is building. Boom. Phase one. consolidation. Phase two, our BOS. Phase three, our change of direction. Look at how clean this structure looks. Now, again, not every chart is going to look this clean. I got to be honest. So when you see clean structure, stick to that pair. Whatever pair that sticks out to you like a sore thumb, where you're just like, bro, this structure just looks stupid nice to me all the time. Maybe it's not indices. Maybe it's not gold, guys. Stop trying to force yourself into a lane that doesn't fit you right now. If you can see structure like this that looks extremely clear to you, then that's your structure. You don't need indices and gold to make X amount. You don't. I will promise you that. Okay. You do not. Find structure that fits you and just smack that structure, guys. Find your Forex pair, find your crypto, find whatever, and just smack that structure. Find the structure that fits you. Okay. Now, based off of left shoulder, this is my left shoulder zone. Now, based off the 1 hour starting point, this is it. Now let's go to the 4 hour. I do see my imbalance traders, right? I do see a massive imbalance. So I see y'all happening right there as well. Let's go to the 4 hour. Same thing, right? We have a massive imbalance. Imbalance right here. So I see y'all. Hey, smart money. Y'all, you and I speak the same language, cousin. Now let's take a look. Boom. Very, very, very simple. Now, again, I would like to continue this trend. I would like to continue this trend. So where is the market? Where do I expect the market to go to? It's heading higher. It's slowly heading higher, creating more liquidity as we speak. Slowly heading higher. Now, where is it going to? Guys, focus on the structure. This setup, we used it already. Hey, phase one, consolidation. Phase two, we broke out. Phase three, we changed direction. Boom. All I do is adjust my zones. Let's find my 4 hour starting point. 4 hour start. This is my left shoulder on the 4 hour. 4 hour starting point is right here. Stop loss at the high. If we break above that high, we're going higher. But as of right now, I mean, EUR GBP is in a downtrend. So, like, there's a lot of liquidity hanging out right here. I can see it dropping down a little lower. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 3 if that makes sense. Look at what it left. Equal lows. Trendline liquidity. Same thing. Let's find our phases. Boom. Phase two. Phase one. Phase two. Phase one. Phase two. Change of direction. Phase three. Let's start looking for sells. Right? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Also, it's Kenny, my fault if you can look at this before you end. I'm currently in a buy, wondering if I should practice patience and hold to new highs or TP. Um, no, this is good. I mean, you should already have taken partials. You should already be at break even, nonetheless. Um, this is good. Let's see. Especially because we have this starting point right here too. I mean, it may not make it all the way up here, but at least, I mean, one, you're on profit, especially if you take in this trade, or are you not in this trade yet? No, I'm in. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're already in profit. This looks like it's already like at a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. What is it at right now? It looks like it's like you're deep, my boy. Like you're in there deep. Let's see. This is also EUR or USD CAD. Oh yeah, see? Look at the structure. Let's go, Kenny. Let's go. Oh, you're my dog, bro. Look at this structure, bro. Let's go. Look at this. Can't make this up. Can't make this up. Phase one, phase two, phase three, phase four. There we go. There we go. Even if this is a counter trend, Kenny, Even if this is a counter trend, you're focused on the right thing. Now, if this would have broken structure to the downside, right? Hey, left shoulder, head, change of direction. Sometimes we're wrong for the moment, but that we can get ourselves back on track and we can go ahead and smack this opportunity. But in our case, the counter trend ended up doing its thing, and you're now in profit. This is solid, bro. Be proud of this. Hey, if like this is good, bro. You can close out right now if you wanted to, right? I'm not sure if you're practicing the swing, but this is good, bro. I like this. You should be proud of yourself. Make sure you take partials. Make sure you're at break even at least. And yeah, this is good, bro. Solid. This topic is giving me nostalgia from a year ago when I was brand new. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Okay, got you. Okay, let's go to EURGBP before we get out of here. Or EURUSD, I'm sorry. Let's go to another one. Let's go to, oh, this is, okay, let's just erase this then. Okay, we're on the weekly time frame. But look at this, guys. Like even this, right? I was looking for buys. Look at this structure. This is weekly structure. I don't know when the market will come back here. Something crazy drastic will have to happen for the market to come back here. But I will be waiting. Look at this. Consolidation. Consolidation, phase one, phase two, and I already see the little head and shoulder down here. This actually gave it to you, and then we're gone. Phase three. Now the market is way up here. Guys, this happens on every time frame. Every single one. Every single one. So let's see. I see a breakout here. Go to daily. Mm, all right. And again, I know a ton of people that were looking for sells. Why? Because they're just automatically glued to like head and shoulder. They're seeing this already. They were seeing this already. So everybody was looking for sells. But guys, focus on what has given us confirmation before trying to portray something. We have a BOS to the downside, and we have the change of direction. When you look at it like this, it's a no-brainer why we're going higher. Yes, this head and shoulder got a little bit of drawdown. Where did it go to? The imbalance. Smart money had the better opportunity this time. But look, is it going higher? Is it following the plan? Is it following the structure? Yes, it is following the structure, right? It is following. So now let's take a look. The market ended up respecting a zone down here, but the market ended up shifting again. Check it out. This is that daily or weekly starting point. So there's a starting point right here. And then there's an inverted right here. When the market will come back to that, not sure. But we can delete this. Let's drop down to the 4 hour now. Awesome. So we can, I'm just going to adjust. I'm going to move this right here. Go to the 1 hour. Guys, I mean, we could even look for, I mean, we could have actually kept this. And it's kind of big, but it kind of goes hand in hand with the structure that's in play, right? Phase one, phase two, phase three. So realistically, we do have a head and shoulder here as well, right? So there is buy zone. This is the closest buy zone as of right now. Starting point right here, inverted right here. Closest buy zone. But now look at what the 1 hour is doing. Guys, we're not going to be fooled. I promise you. Once you understand this, you're going to understand. We have phase one, phase one. We have phase two, and then we have phase three. And phase three gave us this massive Massive pump to the upside. Massive, massive pump to the upside. So where should we be looking realistically for some buy opportunities, guys? Where should we be waiting? Left shoulder, invert, neckline, head, change of direction, starting point, we jump. The highest probability buys are way down here. So what is the market doing right now? What phase is this? Look at it literally made equal lows and then equal highs. What phase is this, guys? I know it looks funky. I know it looks different. Well, that's the thing. Some pairs will look drastic and a little different, and some are more compact and a bit more friendly for your eye. Don't lose me, guys. This is our last one, okay? I got you. Paula, I called this out for you. You wanted this. You better step to the front of the class, Paula. What phase is this, Paula? Come on, Poe. Consolidation. Thank you. So help your girl out. Consolidation. We're in phase one right now. We're in phase one right now. Market is consolidating. So what am I doing? I'm waiting right here at one of these zones, or I'm waiting for the market to go ahead, sweep, change direction, and then we're gone. Change direction, then we're gone. Okay? That's what I'm waiting for. So wait for it. Wait for it. Don't don't just bite. And I know we see I know y'all see this too, and market could respect this. I get it. I can see it. We got a little internal starting point. I see it, guys. I see it. But don't be fooled. The big structure. Okay, I got you, Paula. The big structure, what we really want. Don't be fooled on the 15-minute, guys. I know you guys see this 5-minute zone. I know. I already know some of y'all are looking to buy right here. I know y'all. I know it because I used to do the same thing. I know some of y'all looking to buy right here. On the 15-minute, you're like, oh, snap. Look at this risk to award, right? Everybody says that. Oh, the risk to award is fire. Risk to award is fire. Even if this does give you some pips, be careful. Make sure we get this change of direction. Because if not, we can easily sweep. And this was phase two. And then we start to head out. Okay. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I dropped some gems. I dropped some gems on y'all today. I dropped some gems on y'all today. Now, it was up to you to come to this stream prepared. If y'all don't take the calls seriously, if y'all don't take the education seriously, a lot of this stuff's gonna go over your head. And I can't do nothing about that. As much as I really want to help you guys, I can't do nothing about none of this stuff going over your head if you're not doing the work for yourself. I can explain this to the most simple, in the most simple form possible. But if you don't do the learning for yourself and even get the basics to like comprehend some things, then this isn't gonna click to you guys. So I hope I gave you guys some gems. I hope you're like, wow, this actually made sense. Now I'm starting to see things a little bit different. So again, I told you guys today's call is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna start mixing it up. Yeah, some Mondays will give some opportunities, but I want to start going back to breaking down the advanced and making it very, very simple. Guys, that's where I live. That's where I stay, bro. I don't want to make trading hard. I don't want to make trading hard for myself. Why do I need to make trading hard? Bro, it's already hard. I'm already an emotional crybaby, bro. I don't want to make trading hard for myself. I want to make trading very, very easy. And if I can make trading easy for me and I can make trading easy for you, then we're all going to understand the markets together. That's my goal, right? So I appreciate you guys for hopping on. Thank you for your time. If you guys are on YouTube, give us a like, follow, subscribe. Let us know what educator you guys soak up the best information from. Give us some feedback and let us know, guys. But with that being said, that is it for me, and I will catch you guys on Friday night. You guys have a great trading week.